Hi everyone, here we are, and as soon as I start, of course she poops her diaper and starts crying. I wanted a peaceful intro. What are you doing, Flora? But anyway, here we are with our Poopy Gen 2. This is pretty much where we left off in the last episode, I think, where Flora was born. And I am recording this before the previous episode went out, so I'm really so excited to see your feedback on it because it was a huge episode. But I also need to show you the rooms because they completely changed them, and I actually absolutely love them now. So here is the nursery. I feel like it's just so cute. I was kind of scared to go so hard in with the patterns, but it just fits so nicely. It looks very fancy. And you might be noticing there's a lot of flowers in here and also a little card here. And why is that in a nursery? That feels kind of random, right? Well, Justin sent a lot of flowers. He just wanted a lot of gifts for his new child, so he sent a lot of secret flowers. But anyway, let me show you the other room, which I love so much. It's just kind of unfortunate they can't show it like properly. I will have to put the walls up. But it's just so cute. I love this room. I tried to include a bit more purple in it, combined with yellow. I don't know why, I just feel like every child needs their own color. So I feel like for Natalie, I'm going with still yellow, but also some purple. And with Elliot, his room is obviously quite blue, so I think his color is blue. But for Olivia, I do have a color for her, I just can't really remember. I think it might be green. I need to look at her outfits a bit more. But yeah, let me know what you think of the rooms. I absolutely love them, especially this little corner here. It is so cute, like the activity corner. And also I put in quite, sorry I'm talking so much, but I just need to update you on everything. But I put in quite a few new photos, so this is obviously just a photo of Flora as she is now. Oh, Justin, I want to see you this week. Are you open to seeing me? Of course. But anyway, let me just update you on the photos. So this is a new family portrait. In the hallway we have a photo of Olivia and also all of them playing in the snow, which is so cute. I have these three here, like a little Christmas photo, I guess. And also portraits of these two. But anyway, let's focus on Lauren now. And who is this here? Oh, it's Brian. I think I gave him a bit of a makeover. It's pretty much just some wrinkles and a different hair potentially. And seeing Brian obviously reminded me of Miko. Don't worry, this is not a romantic option, it just appears that way. But that reminded me of Miko, who is his new wife, and that reminded me that I need to show you, first of all, the family tree, just in general, because now that Flora is here, the family tree is a little bit messier, so this is how it looks from Lauren's point of view. But let's go to Flora, because this is where it starts to get juicy. This is a complicated family tree already. So we have Flora here, and obviously these are her half-siblings, but these are her half-siblings as well, and all of them are her cousins as well at the same time, which is super confusing. But also we have obviously Justin here, who is her father, and we have Annette, who is technically her stepmother but also her aunt. Lauren is just her mother. But then we have Lewis, who is her stepfather but also an uncle. But I wanted to show you a family tree for another reason actually, because if I go to Brian and Cheyenne, you might notice that Cheyenne has 3 half-siblings, which is insane. Remember when Maya was pregnant? She was pregnant with triplets, and she married this Bob Nash, who is an elder. So they had these triplets together. Wait a minute, they didn't have these triplets together? Landgrabs? What? You had triplets with Malcolm Landgrab. Maya, what have you been up to? What? Okay, something is obviously going on with Maya. She has a lot going on, so yeah, I think that Brian has dodged a bullet at least. Another important thing that I kind of forgot about is that I need to have Lauren start maybe birth control or something, because I really don't want her— oh, Maya, but I really don't want her to try for another baby. But Maya definitely does want to do that. You want another child. You have 4 already. You know what? Just because I'm super curious who you're gonna have it with actually, because like you're married to an elder. So yeah, try for that baby, because I just want to see what happens. But speaking of babies, Lauren just cannot have more because she already has 4 as well. So I'm gonna take care of that today, but she is currently taking care of all of the children, so also let's do that. But yeah, you need to start birth control so you don't have any more of this happening. Elliot wants to invite Cheyenne over all the time. That is so sweet. Look at them all together playing in the playroom. I actually love this room so much. It's so cute that they have it. And Lewis is back home. How are you doing? You are doing totally fine, so why don't you just go? Maybe he will go say hello to Flora, because he currently just thinks that Flora is... I kept saying in the last episode, like, their miracle baby, but I don't know if I really explained what I meant by that, because I just assumed that you'd be able to know what I mean. Lewis just aged up to an adult, and his fertility was low before, so it's probably even lower now, and they weren't even trying for a baby, so he just thinks that Lauren just somehow got pregnant, and that was their sign to stay together and forget everything. So he just absolutely loves, adores Flora. Oh, Annette is here, and if you kind of missed that, Lewis and Annette have a bit of a flirtation going on now. They have an option for first kiss? What? I didn't even think that their romance is so far up there, but he wants to do so many romantic things. He even has this like symbol because he's so attracted to her. Let's not do that. Maybe just throw a harmless compliment at her. But as I said, I'm not going to actively work on their potential affair. If it happens, it happens. He even has an option to complain about spouse. I guess they would be complaining about each other's spouses to each other all the time. Oh, and you know what I just realized? That Lewis is probably, yeah, he's gonna be off work for 3 days. So when's Justin gonna meet Flora? Because he hasn't met her yet. He just sent the gifts. So what's gonna be happening now? I can't really send Lewis off to another business trip. It's happening a bit too often. So we're gonna have to be super sneaky for Lewis to actually meet his daughter. But Lauren is back and she started birth control, so hopefully that will help. It's almost Flora's birthday already. When is it actually? Oh, it's tomorrow. That's kind of soon. And then after that we have Elliot's birthday already. Oh, and we have New Year's Eve today, so that's gonna be quite fun. And I guess that's gonna be a really good excuse to invite Justin over. It kind of sucks because he will have to meet his child while everyone is around, so he can't really even express that much. It's just kind of like he's meeting a random family member and not his child. This family is obsessed with being on their phones. Look at this. This is just ridiculous. And you hiding in the bathroom being on your phone. Olivia is like the only good one who is not on her phone, but that's literally just because she's too young and doesn't have a phone. Annette is sending a message to Lewis. Hey honey, want to watch a movie together? We can order takeout if you want to. What kind of weird relationship are you two having? And Brian is calling Lauren. Brian is coming over a lot. Maybe him splitting up with Maya is actually good because since they split up, he's around a lot more often. Maybe Maya didn't really like coming over here. So yeah, you can come over. You will later once we have the party for New Year's. I thought both of the children were playing outside. You're just outside on your phone. This is not what I meant by getting fresh air. Elliot, please don't disappoint me. No, he's on his phone as well. But that's just way too much. I had you build snow pals. I don't see a single snow pal here. These kids, I swear, they're too much. These two are just having drinks and chilling in Flora's room while she's crying. You used to be a bad mother, but you are supposed to be good now. Please don't do this. I cannot believe how quickly the roles have turned, but now we have Lewis on his phone, secretly texting Annette. That is genuinely so unexpected. He's even feeling so flirty. No wonder the kids are on their phones all the time, because this is their prime example of what they should be doing. And Maya is asking to try for a baby again. I don't think it'll really work for you because you married an elder. You did that to yourself. Maybe try someone else to have a baby with, because you're apparently really good at that as well. But sure, try for that baby. Natalie is such a naughty child. You know what? Since this episode is so phone focused, no phone. She's absolutely gonna break that rule like so quickly. Compare this to Elliot, who is here taking care of his little sister. No, you already broke that rule. You are gonna be in so much trouble. Are you not gonna say anything? Even Brian is getting involved. No, Lewis, say something. I know that you're not a really strict parent, but you probably should be because your children are spoiled. But it's already 7 p.m. That kind of snuck up on me, so let's start the gathering. Oh, and this is kind of awkward. Brian and his new wife are here, and she is actually talking to his ex-wife. They seem to be having a really okay relationship though, which is nice. How about you at least share some photos with Justin so he gets to see the photos and everything of Flora? Flora, and then you can have everyone go here together so he will at least see her. And he seems to be super interested and loves to see that. So here they are. At least he is in the room with his new child, and I don't think she can really show her off because that interaction just never really works for me. But let's try to show off Flora to Justin, and maybe that will do something. Oh no, that broke Justin. He's trapped. I was gonna say, oh, it just started working, but I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. Is he just gonna be trapped there forever? I did want him to spend time with his daughter, but this is not what I meant. Oh, he's not even trapped. Okay, good. At least he saw her and attempted to bond with her. Quite literally, I guess. And this is like a real proper party. Everyone is having food and drinks, even though the drinks look like they're awful quality, and that's all thanks to Lewis. He apparently likes mixology, but he's really not that good at it. Oh, I think it's time for the countdown already, so I don't want anyone missing it. There we go, everyone started watching just in time, so I think this is gonna be one of the first times most of my Sims don't actually miss New Year's, which is pretty huge, not gonna lie. And I know that most Sims, there we go, most Sims hug and kiss on midnight, so I wonder who's gonna be kissing who. Oh, there we go, Lewis is coming over to Lauren to kiss. Okay, I don't know what I would do if she went to kiss Justin, or if these two went to kiss. And it's already Flora's birthday. The time is going so quickly, and it's first day of spring. That is so fitting. Am I gonna invite Justin for this? Because it would kind of make sense that he's here for his child's birthday. So how am I gonna pull that off? I can't really invite everyone over again. I mean, I could, but they were here last night, so maybe it's a bit silly, I don't know. And while Lauren still has time, let's do some sneaky texting on her phone now, because we've been doing that on Lewis's phone, surprisingly, this entire episode. So you have some time to catch up with Justin, so why don't you take that opportunity while all the kids are away or sleeping, and while Lewis is still jogging. Oh, but Lewis is coming back from his jog now, so hopefully he's not gonna catch anything weird going on. Alright, she ended the call just in time. Oh, and she was gonna talk to Lewis just now, but actually we have Flora crying here, and maybe Lewis would actually rush to go take care of her himself because he just adores her so much, which is such a shame. I mean, good for her that he loves her. It's kind of weird because he's not his child, so that's kind of unfortunate. He loves all of his kids. He just thinks that Flora is something extra special. But you know what, actually, since Lewis does want to start a club gathering, we could actually start one for Flora's birthday. I was not sure about that because everyone was here for New Year's, but he wants to do that, so it's not really that suspicious. And Annette is asking Lewis if he wants to hang out tonight. I guess he will come over for the birthday. I can't believe I'm doing like 2 affairs at the same time with 2 different Sims in the same household. It's just a lot. But they're both just doing their own thing, talking to their lovers. Actually, I think Lewis is just watching something, but he could be talking to his lover. So this is just a really, really, really weird situation. Because I have Lauren here talking to Justin, and Lewis here is talking to Annette. Anyway, you've got my attention now. What will you do with it? Oh god, Annette, I feel so icky about this. It's weird. Lauren is also dying for some fun, and she is super flirty, so she probably really wants to spend some time with Justin. Oh, but she can't even use Annette as an excuse now, because otherwise she would have said that she's going out with her sister, but now I know that if she says something, Lewis is gonna know that's not true. Well, she just arranged a date with Justin, so there's not really that much I can do. She's probably she's like even so desperate, I need to get out of this house, and she's gonna say that she's going out with Annette. You know, Lewis absolutely knows that that's not true, so he'll probably think like, huh, who is she going out with? I am gonna make it super quick though, because I know that Flora still needs to age up, so let's just go to the lounge here. Oh, and actually, I don't think I mentioned this, but I gave Justin a bit of a makeover because he is an adult now, and honestly, he looks so good. When I have an opportunity to show him in CAS, I absolutely will, because he aged like super well. I'm not really a fan of how Lewis looks now, but Justin aged like top quality. Oh, we have hot tubs up here, and I don't see why they wouldn't just use them. Well, what a way to celebrate your child's birthday, I guess. Just don't make another one. I know she's in birth control, but I'm just still so stressed that it could happen. Funnily enough, I don't think this counted as socializing, which is super weird. But I will try to get this date go somewhere, and then I have to cancel it as soon as possible and just go home, because Flora needs to age up, and I'm desperate to see what she's gonna look like. But I really like these two. I love that they're together. And Justin does too, so he's probably trying to convince her to, again, to move with him and enjoy their life and actually spend time together whenever they want to. And he's probably super sick of not being able to see Flora. He has to pretend like he has nothing to do with his own child. So he's like, let's start a new life together. Let's just move. I think the main argument Lauren has is that she can't do that to her children, first of all. But also because she has like no money. So she has a couple of things that she's kind of unsure about, even though she would like to live freely and actually with the person she enjoys spending time with. But she's just not sure how she can pull it off and if her children would ever forgive her, because leaving them behind would be the worst thing she could do in her eyes. So she has to take 4 children with her. That would be really expensive. And how would Lewis handle that as well? Because she doesn't want to hurt him and break his heart. It will happen, but she doesn't want this to be like a mean, awful thing. So there's like plenty to think about. But she also doesn't want to break Justin's heart because he has to keep away from his child. He's even going to have to maybe miss her birthday, because I don't think I will actually do the club gathering. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow for Elliot's. But he's even missing her birthday. He missed her birth and her first birthday. And Lauren is just in a really hard place right now because she doesn't want to hurt Justin, but she also doesn't want to hurt Lewis. So what is she gonna do? But they don't seem upset. She just thinks that, oh, this is how things are. And I think Justin actually has something planned. He's just not quite ready to reveal it to Lauren. So they are starting that conversation about starting their own life together, but they're just not quite there yet. Well, the date is about to end and it's probably time to say goodbye because she just was supposed to be home like hours ago. There is not even a way to explain this. So she is home super late, super flirty, and Lewis knows that she was not with Annette like she said she is. But he's gonna call her out, like, where were you? I know you were not with Annette, so what's going on? Are you seeing Justin again? Like, how could you do that? And currently she is still denying all of it, because that feels like a smarter thing to do. Even though Lewis can express his suspicions again, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. All the built-up rage that Lewis still had buried somewhere is starting to pop up again. He cannot keep it in any longer. Lauren is doing something suspicious. It's all coming back. And I feel like she's super unprepared for all of this. After that really stressful exchange, I think it's time for Flora to age up. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is her birthday. So let's age Flora up, and I am desperate to see what her hair color is going to be, and even her eye color, because I mean, if she does have green eyes, that's fine, because Justin and Lewis have same eyes. But what is she gonna look like? Let's randomize. She is... Actually, let's not randomize because she is our next gen, so I think I should be a bit more careful. She is all about nature and stuff, but also has a really tragic story to her. I'm gonna get into the roles once she's a bit older, but I think I'm gonna give her the independent trait because she will go through a lot, and I think she needs to build a really strong personality to get through it all. She has blue eyes, just like Lauren. That's the first child that has Lauren's eyes. No way. And she does for some reason have black hair, but I think the game is just a bit confused because Justin has very dark CC brown hair, so I think that she actually does have Justin's hair, which is gonna be really hard to explain to Lewis. And also a really cute thing is that she has glasses, which I think I will keep because when my Sims are born with glasses, I usually tend to keep them. So let's give Flora a little makeover, which I'm so excited about. And here she is, being super, super adorable. She looks a lot like Justin, not gonna lie. She has very similar skin to him, like with all of these spots and stuff. I'm not really a big fan of glasses because I don't have any custom ones, so they're not really that pretty, but I did decide to keep them still. So she's gonna have little glasses, which is not really that common for my Sims. I usually just keep them when they're born with them, which does not happen that much, so I'm really excited about this. And at this point, like I usually do, I'm just gonna give her a bed to sleep on because I just don't want to do the room right now. So there, and maybe I'll actually just leave it this way because it's really cute, and I just hope that this bed setup works. But Lewis, I think it's time for you to go and see her and see that something is kind of up. Oh my god, what? Blaze just started a pregnancy with Nina. Blaze, are you not a teenager still? Oh my god. Oh my god. Annette just started a pregnancy with someone who is not Justin. What is going on? Is she cheating? Or did they split up? I need to investigate that like right now. Still married to Justin and they still live in their house. So Annette is cheating. And I think Justin knows because we got a notification, so Justin most definitely knows. So are they gonna split up now? Because I mean Justin was cheating this entire time as well, sure, so I'm not gonna blame it all on Annette, but still having a child with someone else is a huge thing, which yeah, obviously Lauren. Lewis just saw Flora and he's like, she has brown hair. I don't have brown hair. You don't have brown hair. Where did that come from? What's going on? And he's actually doing this in front of pretty much all their children. The only child that is not in this room is Natalie, just because she's, of course, on her phone somewhere. But they are straight up arguing in front of all of them. Elliot is probably like, what is going on? I knew things were weird, but I didn't know that it was this bad. So yeah, Elliot, I don't think you really need to be around for this. Let's just have you. It's 1 a.m. anyway. Let's just have you go to sleep. But it's starting to be a bit too much though. All the doubt and all the weird things happening, they can't even keep it contained. So the children won't hear it. They started arguing just in front of them, which was never something they meant to do. It's already 3 a.m. I think they're literally gonna spend the entire night arguing. Lewis is finally figuring stuff out. So, oh no. No, Lauren, no. She just did the little baby thing. I think she might be. Oh no, I think she might be pregnant. No, I think she might be pregnant. I have you on birth control. What are you doing? Oh no, I need to have her go take that pregnancy test, even though they're arguing like so intensely that she doesn't even have time. I really don't want her to have another child. No. See, she is on birth control. So does that mean nothing to this game? This is like a proper pregnancy scare. Go take that pregnancy test, please. Please don't be pregnant. This is like the one time I'm hoping that she isn't pregnant. Oh, she's not pregnant. Oh my god, that properly like scared me. This will be like the worst time for her to be pregnant. All it took is changing the entire room and it's working now. And oh my god, the household has just earned $2,000 from child support. I think Justin is really trying to participate in Laura's upbringing. So he's super serious about them starting a life together. Lewis spent the entire night awake. He didn't sleep at all, probably because Lauren is sleeping in the bed and he doesn't want to be in the bed with her. So he's probably gonna go to work feeling super tired. Does he actually work? He works in 3 hours. So yeah, he's not gonna have a very fun day. And Annette is again asking Lewis if he wants to go watch a movie. I think he's really close to saying yes, but not yet. And actually, since we know that Annette got pregnant with someone else, maybe Lauren is gonna be like, hey, I guess this is your chance to end your marriage. It will make sense, right? Because she's almost there as well. It's kind of looking like it. I was so right though. As soon as Lauren got up, Lewis went to sleep. He just didn't want to sleep in the bed next to her. Elliot is off to his last day of school as a child, so I'm super excited for him to come back from school. This is like one of the rare times we don't have a baby in this household. We just had baby after baby after baby, but now it's just these two and Olivia is gonna age up kind of soon. So I feel like we're really moving on to the next stage for this family. So Lewis is off to work and I'm gonna have Lauren to come back home so she can invite Justin over, talk to him about what's happening with Annette actually, and also have him spend time with Flora because he hasn't really had a chance to do that. So you two, since you're both feeling super flirty, how about you have a nice little time together and then you can move on to the difficult topic of his marriage and what's going to happen with your future, but then also you can have a bit of fun time with your daughter, which would be kind of nice. But right now, please don't make another child. You genuinely just can't even afford it right now, so please don't do that. That scary moment when I thought she was pregnant for like 2 minutes was scary enough. I really don't need that to happen. So now that you're both feeling kind of great, let's start discussing things. But this is also Justin's first time seeing her as a toddler, and she immediately went to be around him, which is so cute. So they can actually have a nice little interaction together. I didn't think they would be able to. And Lauren watching this is probably feeling like, yeah, I want this to be an everyday thing. We really should be living together. It's ridiculous that we are not. But mostly because of the funds, it just does not seem doable. With 4 children. I don't think that Blaze and Arturo would actually go live with them because there's no way Annette would allow that. And speaking of, actually, Lauren, I know you're taking care of your garden. She actually really likes doing that. But how about you go and talk to Justin and tell him, like, just leave her. You have perfect reason to right now. Lauren has convinced Justin to leave his spouse. That is a huge step. So now it's all on Lauren. When is she gonna leave Lewis? But right now, I think you should send Justin home to have a talk with Annette, see what happens today, figure out, I guess, his living situation because he'll be the one moving. He has plenty of things to do, so I think he should go home. And you should prepare everything for Elliot's birthday. Oh, I said I'm gonna have a club gathering for Elliot's birthday. That's probably gonna be awkward if Annette and Justin divorce, like, right now. I did not consider that. I just realized that Flora and Lauren share a birthday, which is super intense because, spoiler alert, Lauren, I mean it's not a spoiler because it's in the rules, but Lauren needs to divorce Lewis and move once she is an adult, and I think this will happen literally as soon as she ages up. So I think this day is going to be quite turbulent. We will have a lot happening, but we still have quite a few days left until then. And now that everyone is here, Elliot, you can blow out your candles. I just kind of decided that I don't want a club gathering for this because it's just way too messy and too much. I want Elliot to have an actually nice, not stressful birthday. So here he is, aging up already. So let me randomize his trade because I don't really know. He's gonna be a genius. No way, that's literally what I had in mind. So what can I have you do as your little aspiration? I feel like this will change once the high school years pack is out and we have some teen aspirations, but for now, let's have it be maybe a bit of a nerd brain. And there we go, Elliot is a teenager now. So since everyone is so hungry, call everyone to the meal. And I am not gonna do a cake over right now because I've been playing for quite a while. So I'm gonna show you his makeover in the next episode, but thank you so much for watching. And let me know what you think of this one. I feel like this one was super messy, a lot messier than I expected. I did everything I planned, but I also did a lot more. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes because we are finally reaching that point where Lauren is preparing to leave her husband. So don't miss that. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!